All right. So think of this as this is the actuator. So this is the actual motor
Yes.
that moves your sample up and down. So this whole unit is the motor. It comes down, and you see this small cylindrical part right here.
Yep.
For all four of them.
Yep.
That is the load cell.
Okay.
So this measures the load of your material itself.
Okay.
And this one, people call it with different names: sample holder, test fixture. So this is where you mount your sample on top of it. So that's the actual setup itself. All right.
Yep.
So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna mount the sample in the center and then start pulling them using the software.
Okay.
For the software, we are on the cycle function, and then we just changed everything to biaxial, right?
Yep.
So that is done.
Yep.
And now, in your case, that's the last page. Yep. You don't need this as well because you're not tracking anything.
Okay.
So you're not basically using the camera.
Right.
So step 8 is not necessary. Step 9, 10. Okay. 11 is switch on the actuators. Okay. Yeah. So step 8, 9, and 10 is not required because you're not placing any dots for tracking the deformation at all. So that's not necessary. So what step 11 does is that say switch on the actuator and then choose the jog function. So what jog does is that it moves my actuators.
Okay.
So if I press positive up here,
Yep.
it's going to move them apart.
Okay.
If I press negative, it's going to bring them closer.
Okay.
All right?
Yes.
And like I said, it's already set under the biaxial mode, right? So if I just change X1, X2 will also follow. And if I do the same with Y1, Y2 will also follow.
Okay.
All right? So I'm just going to mount your sample on there right now.
Yep.
And let's see if you're able to. So one good way, this is a perfect circle usually, if I remember, because this is the size of your chuck itself, right?
Yep.
What I'm trying to see is get like somewhere as a close enough square.
Okay.
Because you want to make sure that your sample is like at the center whenever you mount them.
Right. Do you need to hold something?
I'm thinking how exactly can we do this. Do you know what's the radius of the material? Okay. Because these are measurements that you need to measure before you mount your samples on, because that's the one that will help you measure the stress and strains.
Right.
All right, it's roughly about 7.2. That's the diameter, so that's like 3.6 in radius. All right. be an equilateral triangle. So it's D, so these two sides will be equal. That was 7.2. Oh, before, do you get an idea of what exactly I'm trying to do?
Circumference of the.
Yeah, basically, like, I want to make sure that my area is a square so that I'm having equal distances.
Right.
So what I'm trying to do right now, this basically like tells you the area.
Of this.
Yeah, basically
Yeah.
like it tells you what's the dimension of one direction as well.
Okay.
So times 7.2 and wait, no, what did I do? By 2 and then square root of 26 is roughly about 5. Okay.
Yeah.
So that is kind of
Right.
nice, I guess, just because that's the exact same dimension as the one that you just showed me in the paper, the 50 mm by 50 mm.
Great.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so now mounting the sample, it's gonna be a little bit hard. What I would essentially do is, let's see if I can find a scale. I have a nice fancy scale here, someone took it. That's fine.
That one.
So what? Nah, that's fine. I'm just gonna use the one that I measured right now. Here we go. All I'm trying to do right now is basically just measure the distance of my actuators
Yeah.
so that I bring everything onto the same amount.
Okay.
So it's kind of hard to measure with this right now, but it's not a perfect flat scale, so let me just measure it this way. So this one is less than 2. So it's like 2 is right there. 1.5, 6. Wait, what am I doing? Oh, that's the inches. Never mind. That's why. Alright, so that is roughly about 4.3. And so this one should also be 4.3. But it's a little longer than 4.3.
Okay.
That's weird. This is 4.8. Huh.
What are you using the scale around here?
So what?
Were you using the scale earlier? Like, do you have the scale around? The scale,
Yeah,
do you have it around?
this one?
Is that the one that you use it for?
No.
Okay. Because that might help.
That's fine. Because the Y ones are perfect. It's like 4.6 right there. And this one is also 4.6. But then the X ones are the only one that's being messed up. And I'll fix this real quick. One, two, and three.
Thank you.
Hopefully that fixes it. Okay. Setup, set readout. Positions, offset. So basically what I did is that I set everything up to equal distances and basically mentioned that all of my values are 0 right now.
Yep.
So now turn this back on, do a cycle, switch this back to biaxial. Alright, now it's under the biaxial mode.
Okay.
Now to mount your sample. Hopefully it's not too hard. So if you want to come up here, I'll show you what happens. So I'm using the positive, so you can see that it's actually jogging out, right? So I do the same with Y1. Alright. So
Not quite.
so it's usually easier if you mount it on one side first and then
You see what
you go from there.
Doesn't want to fight.
I can expand that a little more so that
That
it's
will
easier.
help. Yes.
Alright, so now we have mounted it on one side.
Yep.
Is it sliding out?
Yep.
Okay. So this is where you probably have to figure out how exactly to mount your sample.
Right. Okay. It should go like all the way.
You can keep it all the way, yeah, that's totally fine.
That would be better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we just have to measure what's our sample area
Okay.
that we're gonna do.
Yeah. Yeah. Man.
Let's keep slipping. Yeah, go ahead and do it once more, and I'll tell you one more fix that we can do for this one right now.
Okay.
Okay. So one way
Yeah.
we can actually fix this
Yeah.
is we have,
Grips.
yeah, you can use these, or you can also like buy like regular, because I think they should be easy enough to go in through. Oh,
Yeah.
because these are broken. Like you can see someone basically like clamped the, basically hit one of the sides with the other side, so it basically bent the position for us to to mount our samples on there.
So basically, this one and this one work, but not these ones.
Yes.
Okay. Is there a way to like engrip it with another metal?
With what?
Like having it with more I don't know how to call these things. Clamps?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Let's see if this even goes through. Yeah, the biggest disadvantage right now is that trying to mount the sample. But if you mount it, then it shouldn't be too hard.
Does it escape right now? No. It's really firm.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But the thing is this size now.
That's fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring this closer.
Yeah, this one. The X one. Oh, okay.
Alright.
Alright.
So let's do the same thing again. Let me bring it a lot closer so that it's easier for us to mount it.
Yeah.
It can be in a droopy state whenever we're mounting it.
Right.
Alright. Is it all the way inside?
Kind of. Your side, yeah. Okay.
Alright. As long as it's holds it snug, it should be fine. And we now repeat the same thing on this direction,
Okay.
which is
My
Y1.
Y2. Or, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I don't think you can choose Y2 on this one, but sure.
Oh yeah, Y2 is moving.
Yeah, because it's on a biaxial mode, right? So
Right.
if I move either one of them, the other one will follow. Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
All right.
Alright. Could you move a little bit more, please?
Should I bring it closer?
Yeah. Yes. It's good.
I'm gonna bring it all the way close.
I think
So
it's alright.
All right. Now we repeat the same on this side. Unroll it so that it's flat.
Yeah, I'm trying. Do you move it a little bit? Oops. A little bit more. Could you? Yeah, it was kept, you know.
Oh, you
Yeah,
want me to
could
bring it back?
Could you bring it inside?
Oh, sure.
Yes.
That good?
Kind of. A little bit more. Yes. Okay. Not yet, not yet. Could you also, like, he's not in at all.
What do you mean?
So it has some parts folded. Like this part.
Oh, it's folded?
Yeah. Okay, could you try now setting it? Well, 1 second, no, not yet.
Yeah, it will be folded just because of the post itself right there.
Okay.
See that?
Yeah.
So you don't want to push it all the way through.
No.
You want to make sure that it's just holding right enough, because if you push it through, there's a chances that you can cause a crevice when you're mounting it. You don't want that to happen.
Right, right. Okay. I don't think so, but
All right. So now I bring this out.
you see. Do you have a, I don't know,